Right guys, you would not believe the hours I've been trying to put in catching a fish with this little tugboat here. I've had three or four trips out, always 3 hours each, so at minimum of 12 hours through the day, not got a thing. But if you look over there at the water, to me that looks like fish sort of rising and playing about over there. So what we're going to try and do, we're going to get the tugboat out. I've got a torch lamp to put in the back when it gets a little bit darker so I can see my float. But right now we're going to get it switched on, and we've got a little grub that we're going to use, and we're going to try and get a fish in with the boat. Normally I put the camera on the boat, but today what I'm going to do is, because it's getting dark, I don't think you'll get any underwater, is what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the grub on. Might put the camera on after a couple of times out, but on the top of the boat. But what we're going to do is put the grub on here, so I've got my float, a couple of three little split shot weights, a bit of rubbish on here, an old worm for earlier, and we're going to put the boat out, just chill out, and fingers crossed we'll reel something in. So I was digging in the garden, I've been using worms, but I actually found a grub. So I've not been fishing for a while, but one thing I always remember is grubs and perch, they go together really well. Perch like grubs like I like kebabs. So here's a little grub. So for all you animal rights people that are watching, don't put a dislike because I'm putting this through a grub. I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, if you've got a problem with that, just stop watching. Right, so we've got a little grub on. You can see it sitting there. Boat's on. Just me getting a message on my phone. And what we'll do, we'll all get the camera on the boat eventually. I've got 3 batteries with me and I've got my big camera. Obviously we need our lights on for purposes of being night time. Just sort this hook out a little bit better. Right, let's head over. So once this boat settles, you can see the little grub going down there. Should be able to look at the float, and fingers crossed we'll catch something. So it's been going there for quite a while since I've came in, so I'll try and position the boat so I can see what's going on. Try and slow it down over there. This boat's got exceptional range as well. I can actually get to the other side of the lock with it. The only problem with that is I can't actually see my float when I'm there. So what we'll do, we'll just slow down a bit here. And when I've set my big camera up, I should be able to zoom in on the float to get a better look. So I can see the float there. I don't know if you guys will see it just now, but when I get the other camera up, we'll get a look at that. Just leave the boat sitting, get the tripod up, and fingers crossed something will happen. Like I say, the footage I've got is absolutely crazy. I've got here in sort of heavy wind, heavy rain, perfectly calm underneath the water. And the water's still crystal clear even at this time of night, but I've tried everything with worms and I've not got anywhere. I don't think there's actually a better bait to use than worms for perch, to be honest with you. I think you've got to think of fishing as you don't catch something every time you go. Well, I don't anyway, so all we can sort of do is just keep on trying, and it's going to happen one time. Ideally as well, as much as I've been putting the camera on the boat, it quite interests me because I'm not too sure if, I don't think the boat will sink. I've put my weight on it, it really takes a lot to put it under, and I've held onto the hook and I've pulled with the boat in the water, and it's got a lot of power. So hopefully, why is that boat wobbling there? The float's not moved. Yeah, it's got a lot of power, so I think it could really bring in a big fish if I caught one. But it's just a kind of experiment just now. It's just been on my head for so long to catch a fish with this boat. When I do get one, I'll put all this footage together, but I want you to know this is the 4th time. So basically, anybody that shows you videos, I don't know if there's any more online of people doing this, but there's no point in me just showing you catching the fish without telling you how difficult it actually was. So I don't know if you can see this camera here, but I can see my float on that really well, and I'll get a little torch on the boat later, so I bought one to come out with. Here we go. Just leave that sitting there, floating about. Yeah, I went to the garage, I got a little head torch, so what I can do is when it gets a little bit darker, I can set the head torch on the back of the boat, just facing out, and that should light things up a little bit. But I'll leave that in the box just now. And what I'll do with you guys is I'll leave you just now. I'll come back in and again in a little while and we'll have a little chat and see how this goes. Because obviously sitting watching me, I might not even catch a fish, and it could get pretty boring watching it quite a lot. So yeah, what I will do though before I do anything else is I think I'll take the boat further over to that. In my thinking, the fish are going to be under the water, probably perched like the edge more than anything. So if there's a lot of sticks and wood over here, it might be a nice area to catch them, because they'll just maybe come out and have a little look, and we'll see. But I'll just leave the boat sitting here, and it's quite handy with a big camera for the zoom. So I'll try and show you this, guys. Obviously I can't show you it too well just now, but when I put this video together, hopefully this will all sort of mash in quite well, because I'm not really sure how I'm going to edit this. Like I say, with all the other footage I've got, it's going to be quite hard to put together. I've got hours and hours of attempting footage, on boat, off boat, under boat, pretty much everything. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Right, I'll be back with you guys soon, and hopefully that little float will just go right under the water, and I'll be absolutely buzzing if I pull a little perch in. That's the plan. Just leave the boat sitting like that. You can see all the little rises round there, so hopefully that's a good sign. Right, back to you guys soon. Right guys, that's been about 20 minutes so far. Nothing's happened, but the boat's floating about nicely. So peaceful here. Even if I don't get a fish, it's really relaxing. I'm going to put this one up as a video anyway regardless, because I just want you guys to see kind of the things I get up to with my RCs, just try to be a little bit different and have fun with them in all different ways. So if we get a fish, it'll be absolutely insane. But even without that, just look at the still water, listen to the birds, the wildlife in the middle of nowhere, just nice and peaceful, just me here. Yeah, it's just literally, this is how I really enjoy spending a Saturday when I'm on my own. This is kind of the thing I'd like to do. So yeah, I'll keep it obviously updating you as the video goes, but with it being fishing, there is only so much I can do. I'm currently just now as well doing a little time lapse, so I'll add that in too, just to the water. I want to see if I can kind of add that in as well, just try and make it sort of more of a nice presented video at the end of this, just to make it a bit more interesting. But yeah, fishing's just a patience game. This isn't really a place that's stocked with fish or anything. I've seen a few perch, I've got a couple on film, I've got some underwater fish, smaller fish for the GoPro in the bottom of the boat and things, so I know there is fish here, and lots of people seem to come fishing here because you can see floats and things stuck in all the trees. I just found a little float that came up bobbing in the water as well, stuck in the sort of on the top of the boat inside in the little case for later as well. So yeah, I mean, it's obviously fairly active. There's been tents here, fires, so people do fish here and are obviously catching something if they keep coming back. So yeah, fingers crossed we'll be as lucky. Something else I was thinking about doing too, obviously hopefully I'll catch a fish today, but if not, I was thinking on the back of the boat on the line just as it starts, putting a little maggot feeder, buying a tub of maggots, so when the boat's floating about it's dropping maggots every now and then, hopefully entice things over. So yeah, lots of ideas, lots of plans, but we'll just take it one stage at a time. And like I say, I'm just having an absolutely fantastic time. It might look totally boring, but I like fishing anyway. So fishing with a rod, obviously put your rod down and leave it. Fishing with a boat, it's kind of the same. Takes basically no battery as well, so the boat can just float about. Just pull it in when you want to, or even better than casting, you can position the boat wherever you want to go, which is great. Or something, I don't know what happened there, I see a little ripple in the water at the side there. But yeah, hopefully that float will just go boom under the water and I'll be so happy. Only want to get one fish, obviously I'm going to put it back. No intentions of keeping whatever I catch. If I do get anything, I just want to say I've pulled a fish in with this boat. It's really just a goal that I've got. I will get back to car videos soon. Like I say, I've got my little Tamiya Escort I want to take out. I've got my Corrali cars, my Axial Rift, loads of things like that. My big Kraton 8S I'm currently going to start rebuilding again. It needs a new centre diff. But I've been decorating my house, I've been doing other things. I've just been generally really busy with sort of family stuff, house stuff, work things. And I've got a couple of weeks off work just now, so I'm just trying to get a bit of relaxed time in between doing all that. And like I say, to me fishing, there's no better way. Right guys, that's been an hour and absolutely nothing. It's got a little bit darker now, so I might have to put the lights on the boat and maybe put the little head torch on the top of it. This camera's got night vision as well, which I've not tried, so I'll give that a go just now, see what it looks like. So I don't know if that'll be any good later on. Quite interesting to see how that looks actually. But seems some kind of activity in the water over there, but I'm not really understanding if it's flies on the top or if it's fish playing underneath. Can't really see any flies, and it looks quite big splashes for flies, so hopefully just sit there for a bit longer and something will happen. I'll take this back off night shot just now. I'll try to anyway. Here we go. Yeah, so I don't know what's happening in the water there. Don't really want to put the boat lights on yet. I want to wait till I really need to, because I don't know if they'll put any fish off. Maybe not, but you can see a bite there. They look pretty good. So yeah, we'll keep them off for a little bit longer. Don't know what that is in the background. Oh. See whether it's fish activity or if it's there's things hitting the bottom, but really hard to say for here, but they look quite big splashes. Try to record as much of this as I can in case we do get something. But it's the only area in the whole water where we're getting all this sort of activity. But I say I'll be back with more commentary soon. Just try and keep it quiet, and I don't know what that was either. Kind of missed that with the corner of my eye. Maybe I'll slow motion that down when I get home and see what, or zoom in more and see what's going on, because I'm only looking at a very small screen. But yeah, just hopefully it's something to do with fish, or even if it is flies, it attracts the fish. Just going to sit and wait a bit longer before I do anything, leave it up here for a while. Not really in any hurry to move the boat, just let it float all itself back down. I think the more I drive it about, the more I disturb the water, and the more I do that, the less likely I am to get a bite. As much as it's fun to drive the RC boat, you've got to think if you cast fish and you generally just leave it until you get something, so you have to have the same mindset with the boat. Really surprised at how bright this is looking on the camera too, because trust me guys, I'm here on my own and it's getting pretty dark, so yeah, it's getting to the point where I'm going to struggle to see within the next 20 minutes or so, I think. It's unbelievable how quiet it is here. It's not even too far from where I stay, it's just like say up the back of the hills. It's a little country road, and it's, unless you're local to the area, you probably wouldn't even know this existed, but yeah, it's just such a peaceful little place. It's really good for taking the Blackjack 42 as well for speed runs, because it's really big. My Spartan, I've got a new ESC I want to try for it. That's going to hopefully be a bit faster, get that out here too and do some crazy speed videos. And to be fair, I'll probably get another boat as well, because I mean, I just love my boats. They've kind of took over. I remember when I first started RC, it was all about cars and things like that. I was thinking boats would be boring. I loved planes and things. Never thought boats would interest me. I thought they're just floating on water. How exciting is that? But it turns out, obviously it might not be as good videos for me to make you guys doing big jumps and all these different things, but taking the boats out is just so relaxing, and it's just a different way to RC altogether. So you can do this kind of thing, you can drive this boat scale, you can do the speed boats, you can get like sort of, look at the Kyosho Wave Runner, you get all these different things, and I don't know, something about the water that's so good. But having this recovery boat as well with the speed boats, that's the real reason I got the tugboat, was when you flip the Blackjack or the Spartan, it's a nightmare. But I mean, you can go and recover things with this, so it takes a lot of the like sort of fear out of taking chances on the water when you've got the tugboat. The only thing with the tugboat is if the tugboat breaks down today, I've not got any other boats to pull it in, but I think it would probably be fine till I came back tomorrow if that happened. But hopefully I'll get no disaster unless I get a giant fish that pulls it under, but I think it would have to be some size of fish, and if it did, I've kind of thought about this already guys, if I lost my boat to a fish and it sunk, let's face it, it's going to be a good video, isn't it? Don't think there's been any videos of that out that I've seen, so you never know, it might be good either way, but we'll see how it goes. That's a really nice floating pace that the boat's going. Just would like to get a bite or something just to make it really exciting for you guys. Kind of a little bit feared here too, because when I go too close to this branch, if I zoom out a little bit, I don't know what's underneath the water, I don't want to get my hook stuck on it, so we'll have to kind of keep an eye out on that. But we'll zoom back into the float so we can see. Only got £1/4 line as well, so I'll put a super light line on, so if anything big or it gets snagged, hopefully I can snap it and get away. Oh, did you see that, guys? We got a bite, we got a bite. We've got a bite, we've got a fish, or we've got a snag. Is the float back up if I lost it? I don't know. Is the float coming up? I don't want to pull the boat too hard. It looks like the float's stayed under. I can't really tell. We've definitely got a bite there. Looks like we've got a bit of tension. We'll zoom this out. Have we got a fish? Boat's feeling quite heavy to pull. I don't want to go full throttle or anything in case I've got a fish here. Oh, I'm buzzing, guys, honestly. I don't even know if I've got a fish. That was 100% a bite, and it's exactly where I thought I would get one. So we'll see when we come in. I'm going to zoom this right out for if we do, so you can get an idea how far away I am. I don't know. Oh, please, I'll put the boat lights on just now so you can see it. There she is coming in with the lights. I'm glad I've got that on. Oh, look at the lights, man. If this has got a fish, it's definitely pulling harder, but I don't want to go crazy. I'm not sure I caught it, or it's really hard to tell if I've hooked it. We'll find out in a minute. Right, I'm zooming out, guys. And if not, we'll try again. At least we know the spot. That was definitely a bite. The boat's in. I don't think we got it. Can't see any resistance. Lost my bait. Definitely had a fish on. Definitely had a fish on, guys. Right, guys, I only had the one grub with me because I was only coming out for a little bit. It's absolutely pitch black now. I'm going to try that again though, because that was definitely a fish. We've got that on camera. If we can get it working, we can do that again. Fingers crossed we'll get something. So what I found there is, I don't know if it's great, it's a little slug. I was just trying to dig up and find anything I could. So we'll give this a go. This is where the boat lights are crucial. Let's see where we're going. I don't see why they wouldn't take this. I mean, fish aren't going to be overly fussy, so zoom out as far as we can. Oh, that was exciting. Try and get the focus back. It's quite hard to get the focus at night. We'll sort that when we're over in position. Zoom back out for you. Might need to put this head torch on the boat so we can see. But that was definitely a fish. I mean, you see that took that quite good. So let's try and zoom this out and figure it out. Kind of struggling to see. But let's see if the night vision works better. You can see the float. promising though. Right guys, after that I've left the boat in the water because a slug, I don't think it's the best bait. I really need to find a worm. So you can see how dark it is here just now. I've got my little head torch. Literally in the middle of nowhere guys, so I'll watch my foot in. Just try and find a nice soft spot. You can see the boat from up here too. So you can see it over there. So hopefully we'll get a fish. That's a little life thing there. Just try and find a little spot to dig. It's not the best ground here. We'll give here a bash. So I'll put the camera down and try and find myself something. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Dry here to get somewhere wet. I think that's the best spot. The boat was looking a little bit squint there. Maybe it's when you get a little bit disorientated. Right. See, it's so dry ground. I should have brought more for the house, but I just really didn't expect to actually much to happen. So find anything, but I'm like, it's so dry. Looking at that boat. Can't actually see a thing. Hopefully nothing happens to my boat while I'm away. There's some muddy bit down here. Get this bit up. Surely I'll find a worm in here. No. Right, I think what we'll have to do, guys, is just work with this slug just now. If this doesn't work, we'll give it a half hour. Then what we'll do is we'll come back another night. You can see my boat in the water there just now. My camera down here. So annoying. One good worm's all I needed. It seems to be though, night time must be the best time. The boat's drifting out, so try and see if we can see a float in the back. Right guys, I doubt you're going to see them, but that's 3 or 4 times just down this area of the camera. Bats have came almost hit my leg. They keep coming over, it's just so cool. Put some stuff back in my box so I know where it is. I think what I'll do is I'll bring the boat back in. This will be the last try for tonight. Going to put my big camera away. Going to put my head torch on. Just use the boat lights to guide myself. So bring the boat in just now till I sort this out, because I'm not going to stay too much longer without worms. It's just not ideal. So I'll take this camera off the boat. I'll try and get some tops here. Hopefully it won't. I'll get under the GoPro. That way you guys can see a little bit. I just really want you to see the bats. Right. You know what though? Even if I don't get a fish tonight, I've really figured out where and when to do this. So I'll definitely get there. As long as I don't get murdered walking back up there through the woods back home. So yeah, luckily I'm not a scaredy guys, because I can imagine having my daughters here at night, they would actually be terrified. It's funny how night just makes you so much more alert to what's going on. Right, just one more try. Like I say, the slugs a bit is what making me want to go home, because I just don't think it's a good bait. I just checked online and supposedly it's meant to be an okay bait for them, but worms are what I know. Worms are what I've always fished with, worms and maggots. So well, this will be the very last time we go out. The only way I'm going to really judge this is we'll take the boat out. We'll put her out there, and hopefully you can see this okay guys. I'll just sit and leave it for 15-20 minutes. If I can't see the float going down, I can't see the float going down, but hopefully if I get a fish, I'd like to think you'll see the lights rocking. So I want to get as close to that sticks as I can, but that's where I got the bite. But because it's so dark, I can't see if I'm too close or not close enough, so we'll leave the boat here, just steer it out a bit so it kind of, if it's going to drift anyway, it's out the way, away from there. And I'm going to sit very still, and hopefully we'll see the bats again. Honestly guys, it's only, see the boat's rocking there, but I think that's purely just because of the wake of the water. So we'll see it rock like that if we get anything. I don't usually smoke on camera, but for the sake of myself just now, I'm going to have a fag. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So I'll start speaking again if anything goes, but right now I'm just going to do this, chill out, watch the boat. If we get a take, fantastic. If not, we're going to keep doing this. There's a bat, see it? That is so cool. Smoke probably looks a bit creepy on the camera. See the bats? It's hard to tell how bright this GoPro is at night, so I'm not sure you're going to see them, but there's so many bats here. I live for this stuff, guys. This is like amazing way to spend a night. Just in the dark, middle of nowhere. Me and my RC boat. Probably nobody else would be like that, but yeah, I certainly am. I want you guys to get the whole experience, so like I said earlier, if I was just putting this video up and I caught a fish and bring it in, all good and well, but when you see like how the night's been, coming from light to dark, getting a bite, being excited, not having the right bait, because I mean, all these videos you see on YouTube things, people make it look easy, but nothing's as easy as it seems. Even some of the jumps that I video on cars and things, it takes a lot of takes to get it right. You break things, people don't show you things breaking, people just show you all the good bits. So my boat just went twisted there a bit, did it? Or was that my head? Maybe my head moving. But yeah, people show you all the good bits, but it's the time and all the different bits and bobs that's the interesting thing. Right, I'll leave you guys just now and I'll be back fairly soon. We'll see what happens. Right, we'll bring her back in and we'll call it for tonight. Anyway, we got a bite. We never got the fish, but we had fun. Branches breaking in the background. There she is. This in. What I do is I just keep the little back trays where I keep my, take that slick off later. I'm not too bothered just now. Just want to get out of here. Hook's nice and safe. Take the boat out of the water. Do so one, put the boat at the top. It's a very steep hill, this, so you can't see where you're standing. Boat here just now. Go and get my bag. These cameras on my head with the straps are getting really tight on my forehead because I've got them doubled up. There we go. Will do. So make sure I've got my cameras. Got my big camera. There's my GoPro. Make sure it's in here. See, my head's up my backside, my GoPro's on my head. Right. I'll turn this boat off. Power off. Right guys, so I'm definitely going to upload this video. I hope you enjoy it. If this doesn't look creepy, I don't know what does, eh? Right, watch my foot in. Well, that's like a walkway path now, so right, thanks for watching guys. If you enjoyed that, please like and subscribe, leave a comment if you like this kind of stuff, and I'll try and do a bit more of it because I'm going to be doing it anyway. I really enjoy it, and yeah, see you in the next one. Paul out.